Can you see everything, yeah? Trying to take the piss out of me, I'm like, fuck off. To let you do this, welcome back. I mean, today and the next couple of days are going to be fucking sweaty, boys. I just come back from holiday from Morocco. Been on holiday for a week. Go back on holiday next Sunday. So this week is going to be crazy because actually, boys, even though I've been on holiday for a week and we took a break, we're about to hit our record month again. So we need to have a fucking sweaty couple of days to make sure that we absolutely surpass all expectations, right? So the agenda for today, it's looking peak. So it's currently 9:30. We've been up for a couple of hours just doing some admin work. But I've got calls from, you can see here, bro, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Then I've got a little 3-hour period where I've got a group call, but a couple more calls later. But I've got Nico here, my boy, one of the top performing alpha setters right now. So yeah, man's here. We're going to get some, maybe like a shoot interview or something, because we've got some funny stories to tell.
Some good things to speak about.
Yeah, we've got some funny stories, bro. We've been going to school together since like, year 7, so probably knows me the best. So yeah, it's got some funny things to talk about. But yeah, today's going to be busy. Jam-packed, but we're going to make some fucking money, boys. We've got to make some money, but I mean, to be honest, right now, it's been like a really, really good time in my life. Like, I've just finished uni. I finished all my exams. I was super stressed at the start of this month. You know, I remember I was telling you, I was just stressed. I had exams, I had loads of calls. You know, still got to make the record month, but I've got all these exams. Now I'm finished that. Finished the exams, chilled out a little bit, got everything done, and then went on holiday for a week. My first time going on holiday all year. Like, this time last year, I'd already been to like, fucking 5 places already. And it was my first holiday, little week away with my missus, and now we're back. Now we're back fucking grinding. And then a week today, pretty much, we're going to be on holiday. So me, my brother, my mum, Granny, Temi, me, my mum, Granny, Sean, and my girlfriend again. We're going to Turkey for 2 weeks, so we've got to prepare right. I'm still going to be doing a bit of work in Turkey, but we've got to prepare right, or what the fuck are we working for? So I feel like you've got to earn the holidays. You know, I read a book, Hard Times Create Strong Men, right? You've got to go through the hard times to deserve the good things in life. So a hard time is like a busy fucking week where you're waking up from 7, you're fucking finishing work at 10, but that's what it's about. That's what it's fucking about, boys. So you guys are going to be along with the journey, man. So yeah, let's fucking get into it. I finished my last call is at 8, so I'll finish about 45, 8:45, and then I'm going to get some big juicy steaks. So if you boys don't know me, you're probably seeing some of my content before. If you see my Instagrams, I'm fucking king of cooking steaks. Ask my man. Ask my man.
He's the king.
Bro, we can actually insert a picture of that. Do you remember when I cooked you that steak?
That was probably the best.
We could probably insert a picture. Best steak, bro. I get the thickest.
I got a picture on it on my phone. I'll get it up soon. It was perfection. It was
honestly,
boys. I've had a few steaks.
I'm not a flashy guy at all, right? Anyone that knows me, and this guy's always saying, but if I was you, I'd buy a sick car and shit like that. I don't really have like that much nice shit. You know, I wear kind of cheap clothes. I'd like to say I look pretty good, but I don't wear expensive clothes. I don't have loads of expensive watches. I don't have a really, really nice car. I just bought my first car. You guys will see that coming soon. But one thing I don't cheap out on is my food. Like, in my fridge now, it's been raided from this guy, fucking taking all my food. But I had like thick cooked steaks, lamb, mince, chicken. Like, I always get premium foods because that's something I enjoy. That's something I always say, invest in the things that's going to separate you from the ground, right? And what I mean by that is things that will potentially kill you, right? What I'm putting into my body is important to me, so I invest in that. So some people say, oh, but how are you buying steaks every day? But it's like, I'd rather buy steaks every day than buy like really nice clothes and really nice watches. So that's some shit I love. So later, I'm going to chef up some fucking steaks and they're going to be pegged. You guys will see. F can get introduced to the big boy juicy steak. Yeah. Come on, bro. They're fucking... Yeah, I love it. I love it, bro. I love it. That's like my favourite thing in the world, eating steak. That's what gives me at the end of the day when I've had a long day of working, that gives me fulfillment. Knowing that I've got a steak.
Breakfast yesterday.
Yeah.
That was a breakfast.
Yesterday for breakfast, I had a fat steak.
Because I ate all the rest of the food, so.
Yeah. If you want to know the secret to getting wham, then maybe it's that. Plus the Nigerian genetics. Plus the Nigerian genetics. The Nigerian genetics probably play a massive part into it, but yeah. Beef that I use out of my face, I use that to cook with. My scent.
Using it on your face? I don't want to cook
bro, I told you. No, I don't use that actually on my face, but I use beef tallow mixed with a honey blend on my face as my skincare. Genuinely.
Is it working?
What? I don't know.
It's a work kid.
I hope so.
It's a work kid. Oh my days, guy fighting. No, it's working, man. It's working.
Bros, nah, guys changing the corner now.
You don't know what to say.
I thought it was looking decent. I'm fucking hot.
His mic.
That's a goal, bros. Literally making whatever you want. And you'll be able to see as well.
But then he also says, like, Oates, for example, Temi in school, like, kept himself to himself, like, a lot. He kept himself to himself. He was, you know, he had his afro. You know, I think he wouldn't mind me saying it was a bit odd.
Walking around with a yo-yo.
Yeah, walking around with a yo-yo. But he was sick every day. No, he was sick with a yo-yo. Like, he probably still is. Like, if he showed you now, like, he has like expensive metal yo-yos where he can do like mad tricks. And it's pretty cool, but like it's still kind of weird.
It wasn't cool back then.
It was, I think it's cool, but like it's not cool to like the average person.
If you look at him now, yeah. It's like,
yeah. So, but me in school, right? I've always kind of been somewhat popular in the sense that I always had a big personality. You know, like it would be known that everyone knows who Yomi is. Because like one, I played football. I feel like everyone just likes footballers. Like everyone likes the footballers. And two, I was just like kind of like the class. Like I can imagine Temi in class was like kind of quiet. I was kind of like the class clown. Like just on bullshit and like getting told off and one thing about me is I never really used to look for fights, right? That's all, but I just wouldn't take shit. I wouldn't take, whereas other people, right, if someone's like, I don't hate bullies, there's a lot of like, bullies in our school who would just take the piss out of people. Yeah. And then if they tried to take the piss out of me or some shit, like I wouldn't take someone just trying to like take the piss. Yeah. So then that got me in a lot of fights in school because people would not back down and I wouldn't be backing down and then end up getting in a lot of fights. Yeah. So in school, like, you know, I feel like I got probably street cred from having fucking fights and not losing. So like, I was quite popular in school, but I didn't really have many friends because, like I said, I was kind of like not really fitting in because. So I moved to Nottingham when I was in year 7. All of my friendship group, like they've been friends together for ages, innit? Like you lot, you'd been friends since like year 2 or what?
Primary school.
Primary school. Yeah. So obviously I didn't come to primary school, so that was my friendship group. But they was all like closer because they knew each other for ages, and obviously I was like kind of outside. I was the only black guy. And then there was like the black side of the school where, obviously I'm coming from a white neighbourhood where everyone's white. I wasn't black at all, like in terms of my actual kind of lifestyle, like the way I speak, the things I do, the things I like. I was more of like a white person because that's all I knew. So I wasn't friends with them either because I just thought they were knobheads and they were just like a bit, you know, too much. So I wasn't really friends with the black people. I was in the white friendship group, but wasn't really. So it was kind of like a limbo thing where I had a lot of people that liked me, but I didn't really have loads of friends, kind of thing. That was like that was how I described my kind of childhood. So now, especially now, we've got like outsiders where everybody's got the same interests. Yeah. No one's like on like a pedestal. No one's like, so the people that join, the people that are attracted to us and like what we do, are normally people that I kind of like. Yeah, I had so many calls yesterday.
Got the same mindsets and
I probably had 7 calls yesterday. Bro, I spoke to like 5 people. I was like, bro, that guy's great. That's a great guy. And it's like it's sick to see that the people levitating and gravitating towards us are the ones that are fucking.
No matter the age as well.
No matter the age.
Like someone yesterday was 17. He looked about 25 and he was very mature, good mindset. Guy. He came off the call, yeah.
Shout out Ashley, bro. He's a fucking G. Just joined Alcester, 17, got a great mindset. I'm like, bro, I wish I had fucking people like that in my school back in the day. There was no one that I was really. Everyone was on bullshit, bro. The year above, bro. We'll talk about it later. You know, we'll save it for later because it's bro.
We used to get,
bro, it's mad. There's stories that we can tell about the year. Right, just for a little teaser. Our year above in school, it was like full black. There was literally a gang in the year above in school. There was like a gang of like 40 black guys that were all like probably drug dealers. Yeah. Fucking probably, you know what I mean? Like some of them killed, some of them probably in prison. Where they used to just like bully everyone else in school. Olders, youngers, everyone. They used to run the school. The teachers, everything.
We used to get chased every lunchtime.
They ran the whole school. The teachers were on ropes from this fucking gang in our school. I don't know how they ended up making it to the end of school. Like, I'm sure
it was just crazy because our year was like so like not like that. No one in our year was the odd few people.
Them like third was like that.
The few that you get in every year, but like. The year above was crazy.
It was crazy. Absolutely, but yeah, we'll talk about that later. But there's joke stories to tell about that. So I'm gonna call Will in a minute. Obviously for you guys, Will's someone that joined Alcester about 2 months ago. Really good guy, really motivated. You know, had a successful business before. He had an Amazon FBA business, sold it, and now he's starting appointments in. And Will has got loads of potential, man. Like I can tell he works hard. You know, he quit his job within a month and just wanted to go all in. He's someone that has got a lot of potential, but he's going through a rough time right now in terms of setting journey. And I think with sales, like everyone probably knows, there's times where you're going to go through tough times. Like that is just the reality of it because it's a performance-based industry. not every month you're going to be absolutely on a massive high. There's going to be times where you're going through dark times where you feel like, oh, I just want to quit. And that is just the thing with sales, and that's why it separates. There's a separation between the people that absolutely smash it because they get through these times. So Will's got some potential. He's got a lot of potential. So I'm going to ring him now and give him that sense of motivation, because I think that's what the main thing about Offsetters is about. Having that brotherhood where if you're down, you've got other people to bring you up, because you know, I don't want to see someone out there struggling, like feeling like he's on his own, because at the end of the day, we're brothers. And I need to give him that kick up his arse to be like, come on, Will, get on it today. We're going to start this journey again. We're going to absolutely smash it the week and set the foundation, because, you know, Will could absolutely turn it around in the space of a week, 2 weeks. So, and that's the reality with things, man. But yeah, I've just got some pictures, but my girlfriend's the photographer for me at the moment, to be fair. Like, my girlfriend's a photographer. She just graduated at uni with photography, and she takes some good pictures, to be fair. She needs to get a better camera. Like, we'll get her a better camera, but she's good at pictures. Like, every time we're on holiday or anywhere, she takes like the best pictures, and she's got like really aesthetic. She's like more of like I think her best pictures are where she takes like landscape and like aesthetic pictures. Like she's really good at capturing aesthetic moments, you know, where she just sees something and she just takes a picture. Like, even this is a picture she took, and it's just like her apartment block. Like, and it's like, it's nothing crazy. It doesn't look, but for me, that just looks aesthetic. It just looks aesthetic, doesn't it? Yeah. And she took that, and she's just really good at taking these aesthetic pictures. Once she can crack getting the aesthetic angles on me, that's when we're going to be in the fucking sauce. Do you know what I mean? Yes, you know what I mean? But she's good, man. She's got the eye for it. So it's good to have like a partner that's kind of got their own thing that they want, you know. I think for me, I always want to be the breadwinner in a relationship. I want to be able to support, provide my family. But at the same time, she's got her own drive as well. She doesn't want to just be there doing nothing, you know. Obviously, her main purpose in life, she can't wait to have children. That's going to fill her boots with so much to do and life, but she also has a drive, or like, she loves taking pictures. She's just a girly girl, you know, and I think it's really important for a strong man, for a strong business owner, or like someone with dedication, to have a partner that supports you and helps you get the best out of business. So, you know, Nico, you've got a girlfriend too in it, and like, you can speak about your experience. Like,
yes,
that helps you. I assume it motivates you. And
100%. She's quite similar with your girlfriend. She's very supportive. Wants to see me do well. She has her own drive as well. So, like you said, I want to be the bread earner. But yeah, it's nice that she has a drive as well, and she doesn't just rely on me and everything that I do. She's supportive. Yeah, so it's very, very good to have that partner at this sort of age as well. I think it's hard to find the right sort of girl. So it's very good.
Degeneracy, man. The world's filled with degeneracy. So I think it's kind of gone in a loop. I think it's kind of gone in a circle. I think people are now starting to realise again. I feel like right now in society, there's a very big push for health trends, and there's a very big push to recognise like degeneracy is not okay. I feel like that's a big thing right now. You know, like the steak and eggs chopping board trend. There's like these Eddie Aboos, these run clubs, these calisthenics. Like, I think the world's changed a bit. People started to realise like vaping is disgusting, and like being a slag and sleeping with loads of men is not exactly good. You know what I mean? I feel like people are changing, which is really good. But you know, in the last 5 years, I think it's been the worst it's ever been. It's been the worst it's ever been. People are like promoting that kind of things. Obviously, there's still degeneracy in the world. Even like what you just showed me with that video of that disgusting woman in the stand at a football game, like getting her boobs out. Like it's like, what's she doing? But I think there is
slowly improving.
I think England is definitely improving. I think we're in the right direction. You know, there's so many run clubs, there's so many people, gyms and things like that. So I think it's up to us as strong men to fucking lead that army and lead that battle against degeneracy and the fucking left wing. You know, bro. In Manchester, you go out there's a massive left wing parade yesterday. It's ridiculous, but you know, it's our responsibility as strong men of this country to lead us away from that.
Alright, so wait, who's coming tomorrow?
So yeah, Tajan's coming tomorrow. Yeah. Tajan's our half brother. Me and Temi's half brother. So obviously, me and Temi, mum and dad, here. Tajan is our half brother from my dad. Mm-hmm. So he's like maybe a little bit younger than me, and he is coming tomorrow. He's just started setting. We're trying to show him the mentality that me and Temi have got, because obviously we've only met him once ever. I've only met him once, and that was about 10 years ago. So he probably doesn't really know me. He doesn't really know Temi. He doesn't know our work ethic. He doesn't know our values. So we kind of need to portray this to Tajan to give him that sense of drive, because we want our brother. He's our brother at the end of the day. We want him eating as well. We want him fucking absolutely killing it. So it's up to us as the older brothers to fucking show the way, right? It's absolutely our responsibility to show him the way and build that platform for him. So we're going to try and get him fucking cooking. So tomorrow, I want to get some content for him. I want to get him in the mindset. I want to show him what we are like and show him our values. Because obviously, bro, I've only met him once, and we need to kind of bring him into the tribe. So I'm just gonna call Will. Obviously, I was talking about him earlier. He just sent me his number, so gonna help the guy out, man. And that's the biggest thing, bro. Like, to be honest, like the difference is between, you know, with sales, like anyone will tell you, all the top performers ever. Like, yeah, you speak to any of them, Yeston, Ollie, Jack, now Nico, anyone. Every single one of them have been through stages where they feel like it feels shit. The feels of the world's against them. You try and you change yourself. You put in the work, but it seems to just not be working. So this, to be honest, bro, is probably the most important part of your journey right now. Like, genuinely, because you're probably feeling like down. You know, you feel like it's against you. You're putting the work in. You know, you've made sacrifices and whatever. But this is genuinely the most integral part of your journey. Even like, you know, when in 6 months' time now, when you're saying when you're making like 3, 4, 5 grand a month or whatever, right? This time is more important than that time, because this is going to make you, the appointment there, this is going to make you the person worthy of doing that, right? So right now, it's important to focus on the variables you can control, right? Does that make sense? So, so the variables you can control is the effort you put in, the time you put in, and what you're doing. So doing absolutely everything in your power to make sure that you make this work. So, what I mean by that, action steps to take. Yeah, so we've just finished 3 calls, in fact 4 calls actually. Just getting a coffee, sit down in the co-working space, because this is just like a nice place to change up your scenery. Because I feel like it can get daunting as a business owner when you're just in your room locked away all day.
24/7, yep.
You know what I mean? So, it's actually mad though. Like, you've been one of my longest lasting friends, you know.
I'd say so.
I'd say, you know, the only person I still speak to from school, other than like Temi and Jordan, obviously they're not
near enough the same here as well.
Right, it's crazy.
On a daily basis.
Who would have thought, eh? It's kind of like, I think back to it now, yeah, who would have thought, but compared to everyone else, a lot more chance.
Yeah, 100%.
A lot more chance than everyone else, and I think, like for you was probably at a point like where you was comfortable before, and now you've kind of changed. Has your mindset changed, would you say?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, my mindset definitely wasn't bad before. Like, it was definitely, in my opinion, still had a better mindset than 99% of people my age.
Yeah, definitely.
I had a good job, been to uni for a year, figured it wasn't really for me and I didn't really necessarily need it. Was doing real estate and property there, left, got a job in real estate and property, good job, enjoyable job, not bad pay, not amazing, brand new car, everything like that, I was really enjoying it there, really, really enjoying it there. And was there for about a year, decided I wanted to go traveling. Work allowed me to go traveling.
Did you want to go traveling after I went Thailand, or you just wanted to?
No, it was already planned. I'd always wanted to go traveling, but I just didn't know who I wanted to go with, when I wanted to go, if work would let me go. But obviously they did let me go, said I could have my job back when I came back, and then went there, and something, most people say that, but something just kind of clicked to me really, that this is what I want to do more often, at least for the next couple of years. And by me working a 9-to-5 job, that was going to be very, very hard to do, near enough impossible. Obviously, we went a few years without definitely not speaking like we do now.
Yeah, no,
definitely not. But that wasn't because of anything. That was just
it's not like we disliked each other.
Different ways.
We were just doing different things. Yeah,
came out to Manchester a few times, but then always knew he was doing what he was doing. Didn't really know he was doing it to the scale he was. Like, he's kind of at. Yeah. I had a conversation with him before. Kind of put myself off it because I was comfortable.
Well, like I said, there's always when someone thinks about something or makes an uncomfortable decision, like doing something like stepping out your comfort zone, something that's not normal, you always convince yourself reasons why not to do things. Yeah. That is something that happens. You convince yourself reasons why not to do things. You're never ever in your mind convincing yourself to make the uncomfortable decision. That's never ever going to happen because you're so hardwired and used to the normal that doing something uncomfortable is crazy. Yeah. And everyone else would see it's weird. That's probably something you went through. You was at a comfortable point in your life.
100%. I didn't need to do it. I didn't need to do it, but I think because I had a conversation before I went traveling, he spoke me through it for an hour, came away, and was like, I don't really know if I want to kind of put my all into it. I don't know if I could manage it with work. And I had money behind me. I was enjoying my job. I wasn't negative in life. And then, like I said, went traveling, and that really did open my eyes. I met a lot of people out there, online coaches, online doing this, doing that, and just what I wanted to do. So I messaged him whilst I was traveling last week, and I was like, I need to speak with you when I got back, and got back and got started straight away.
Would you say that it changed, like, since the start when you started in January, and now your mindset's changed even more?
Yeah, 100%. Like 100% in so many different ways. Like, when I first joined, obviously with what we do, it's not like loads of showing your face and stuff like that. It's more kind of behind the DMs and stuff like that. But there is times where you have to jump on calls and stuff like that. And I can remember I had my first call booked, and I'm pretty sure I messaged you like I have no idea. I was shitting myself. I was scared of just not really knowing what to say. And I jumped on that call, absolutely smashed it. And now I go on that call and I take authority. I take control of the call. I get excited for the calls. That's just a little thing. That's not really necessarily a mindset change, but it's improved me in so many different ways. It's grown my mindset in terms of like making money online is a real thing. Like it is. I've tried so many different things.
It's difficult.
It's difficult to kind of believe it. My mum is still struggling to believe it.
Yeah.
Obviously, I showed her last month what I was bringing in.
Yeah.
And she didn't really have much to say. She was kind of a bit shocked.
Yeah, it's you've got to lead by example, you know. Because at the end of the day, like our mum, the generation, like still our mum, you probably saw the video. Our mum doesn't get it. No one really gets it until you actually can, you know.
You can show.
You can show. That's the only way you can prove to people around you that this is something that you can actually do. And it's like, it's not for everyone, because there's times where it's tough. There's times where it's not as simple as just, sometimes a 9 to 5 can be easier.
I've said that a million times since I started this. Like, my 9 to 5 was, in particular, my 9 to 5 was 10 times easier than this. 10 times. But it's different. It's easier in different ways. It's harder in different ways. Like, now I can do it from wherever I want, whenever I want. Yeah, not whenever I want, because I still work. I work more now than I do in my 9 to 5, but it's a very different type of work.
But it's like, it's fulfilling because you know that you're building your skills, you're building a foundation for what you want to do in the future.
A network.
And it's like, you're valuable because obviously even in your job, you was valuable because you was the top guy, at work.
I was doing well, yeah.
You was doing well. But at the end of the day, you're only valuable to an extent where they probably could replace you if they really want to.
100%.
They probably have.
100%. And the one thing for me was more the cap. Like, I've always been pretty money orientated. Not always money focused, but I like a bit of money, like who doesn't? And there, less I wanted to progress, which would have taken me a few years to kind of get to the next level. There was a bit of a cap on what I was earning. With this now, like, I'm working more hours in the day because every hour that I don't work, there's money that I'm missing.
Bro, literally.
Like,
and you can see it's not, at the end of the day, everyone wants to be in appointments there forever.
No.
Because I feel like you get into the mindset now where the sky's the limit. You're working under guys where you're seeing they're making 50K a month, and it's like, you know what, I could probably do something like what
they're
he's
just normal
doing.
guys. They're just normal guys.
Yeah.
And that's the same with me and you. Like, looking at you and thinking, I'm seeing that firsthand. I mean, we were speaking about it the other day, mates from back at home. A couple of years ago, I've recently kind of detached myself from them. They all see what he's posting because they all follow him. But will they believe him? Will they want to believe him? No. Deep down they might, but it's more, in my opinion, just jealousy. Like,
there will be people that are convincing themselves that I'm talking shit.
Yeah.
Where it's like, fine.
And even me now as well. I mean, I'm not nowhere near on that level, but they probably won't. They probably think it's the front. They probably think it's fine. Yeah, I'm getting there. It's getting better.
Well, it's probably because the thing is, like, people think because you're my friend, and like because I've known you for a while.
Yeah.
You're just doing it to like kind of
just
play into the thing. But it's like, at the end of the day, people can think that, and it is what it is.
It doesn't bother me. It does not bother me at all. Like, it gets to the point where I haven't been working for 8 months now. If it wasn't making me no money,
you'd probably run out of money at some point. I've not been working for 3 years now.
Yeah,
I always think that at some point it's like,
at some point someone's got to click in someone's head.
How long can I be faking?
You know what I mean? We're going away. I'm going to Dubai next month.
Yeah.
We're going travelling. I've just come back from Portugal. We've got so many things that money buys. Like, and if I ain't making no money, then
for me, it's not even just about the money. You know, I'm not a very flashy guy. I never really have been. I've never really, obviously I've got some nice things now, and you'll see nice things coming. But I don't really it's about fulfillment for me. It's about enjoying what I do. I don't want to retire. A lot of people, the main goal, they want to retire young.
Yeah.
I don't want to retire because I don't see my life as I've got to work at this time. I don't work at this time. It's just life. Part of my life is doing this. So for me, it's not work. And that's what you need to get to a point where you're not actually working. It's more about just getting to where you want to be.
100%.
So the retirement's not a plan. It's not in the vision. It's not like, I need to make a retirement fund, because yes, at some point I probably won't have to work as much, but my life will just be different at that point.
Yeah.
That's it.
1,000,000%.
That's absolutely it. And it's like, yeah, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy to think, like, we've been playing football for years together. We started going to the gym together.
We did, yeah. I've seen a photo on my phone the other day when we went Red Hill.
Yeah.
That one where my hair was crazy.
Yeah, where I was like,
and like, I've got it on my phone somewhere.
Yeah,
like,
honestly,
which is probably 10 years ago.
But that's something before we was doing business.
Yep.
We was always the best ones in the gym. We was always the ones that was way better in the gym than everyone else.
Not to big myself up, was way better than everyone at everything.
Like
near enough.
Yeah.
Like without that's an
No, that's
it
true.
might come across a bit mad.
No, it's true.
Like,
in the sports in school, in
sports,
PE, anything was always the best. 100%. Always the best. And I think it's a coincidence. It's because we've got that undoubting belief that you're going to be the best. And I always think it's also intention behind things. Like, you know, you played paddle tennis for the first time. You was better than most people because you wanted to be good.
Yeah.
Same thing. You know, same thing. You get Chan saying you're the best setter that you work with. But it's because you want to make money. You want to be good.
And I want to do it. And I always put my best into everything. Like always. Mm-hmm. I'll always stick by that. And it won't sit right with me if I don't. Because what's the point? Like, what is the point? Everyone will say they put the best into everything, but they don't. Mm-hmm. Like, there's no way that they do. Mm-hmm. But for me, it just doesn't sit right. I can't sleep at night if I haven't hit this target, if I haven't hit my daily goals or anything like that. And I feel like I've always been like that. More recently, it's kind of been like every day, set myself goals and do this and make sure, just prove myself to myself and to everyone else.
Yeah. And a lot of people are going to be jealous. You're going to get haters, but...
It's, what I was saying is it's funny as well because no name drops or anything like that, but I've personally had people message me from secondary school who disliked, I would say definitely didn't like me. I wouldn't say dislike me because there's no reason. I'm a nice guy. No, there's no reason to dislike me. But I've had people message me up, can I help them out? Can I tell them what I'm doing? And of course, like I said, of course. But I explain, spend a couple of hours explaining to them, days, and then they don't do anything about it. Which I knew they wasn't going to do anything about it anyway because that's what they've always been like.
Type of person they are.
That's what they've always been like. I could see it through school. I could just see it through what they're posting on Instagram now. Well, they're not posting on Instagram now. But I'd always try and help people. And I think people are now a bit, especially people that we know, are cautious to messages. Yeah. For whatever reason. There might be a few reasons. They might not believe it. They might, you know what I mean? There's so many reasons. And you can just tell from a mile off when someone's serious and someone's not. I've spoken to hundreds of people in the last month. Want to make the change, want to do this, want to do that.
And the thing is, I don't want to help people, or you shouldn't want to help people that don't deserve help.
No.
Like, genuinely, if someone's going to be someone where they act like they want help, they really want, you spend your time into them, you put effort into them, and they're not going to make a difference. You know deep down they don't deserve help. No. Then they deserve to be average. Like, their goal, they're saying they want to quit the job. Well, you don't deserve to quit your job because you're not the type of character that is going to be able to fulfill that.
No
you know
chance.
what I mean?
No chance.
Not everyone could do what I do. In fact, a very small percent of people could do what I do.
I wouldn't say many, especially he's even younger than me. 20 years old, it's crazy.
Not many people would be willing, because people don't understand, like, it's harder than just fucking waking up.
Yeah, I have a feeling, I say this a lot, that a lot of people...
Don't think I work.
Not even with me personally, people think that I wake up in the morning, I post a few Instagrams to take the piss, and I don't do any work. Like I said, even my mum at the start was thinking, what am I doing? Am I just sat in the house all day doing nothing?
All day, yeah.
And I now go to the gym and obviously work from there and stuff and going away soon. But like, people don't know the work that goes into this.
Behind the scenes,
like,
the shit that you don't see.
Even, you've been doing it a lot longer, you probably have a lot more responsibilities than me, but like, even what I do, like, it's fucking tiring. Like, it's so tiring. But I wouldn't have it any other way now. Yeah. Like, if I were now not to work, I wouldn't like it.
Shall I say something right now? I feel lucky enough to have my day busy as fuck. I feel lucky enough because I know there's only so much of doing nothing you can't do. Let me give you an example, right? I was on holiday last week for a week, right, with my girlfriend. Obviously, lovely time, really good to get relaxing. But by the end of it, kind of itching to get back to go to work. I'm itching. I'm doing nothing. I feel bad. I feel guilty because I know I want to put the fucking work in.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel lucky enough, I feel blessed enough to have my calendar packed out every day that there's never a time where I'm like, oh, what do I do? What do I need to, I want to be working all day. So
yeah, you might have the odd second where you're thinking, oh, like, it's too busy. But as soon as
you're not busy,
as soon as you're not busy, I've been debating about switching up my role. Obviously, you don't know exactly what roles mean, but like roles what I'm on at the moment, switching something up at the end of this month because to give myself more free time. And like, if I give it up, then I've got the whole afternoon free. Yes, I can still make more money than my 9 to 5 and just work in the mornings, but it won't feel right to me. I feel like I'm missing out on money.
Yeah.
I'm sat around slouching about.
You feel guilty.
Because
I genuinely think now, my mindset, my lifestyle's changed, bro. Like, I can't sit there. I couldn't sit there on TikTok for an hour, 2 hours, watching videos, because I would literally just feel guilty, because I know within my heart, deep down, this is not what I should be doing.
This is not what you're doing.
I know that.
100%.
So it's almost like I've got to be honest with myself. And if I'm not going to be honest with myself, no one else is going to be honest. You know what I mean? If I can't trust myself, I can't keep myself accountable, then who the fuck's going to keep me accountable?
Yeah,
so
it's the biggest thing.
The biggest thing is the mindset change. That's it. And that's what changed for me.
Most definitely.
When I changed my mindset, that's when things started to change. I always thought I was going to be successful. You probably did as well.
Yeah.
I remember we always said in school, like, you wanted to get into property. I remember you saying that from time. You always wanted to be successful. The reason why you started getting successful is because you actually realise that, you know what, no one's going to come and just take me away. You know, success is not just going to come from you.
It hits you at some point.
It hits you, doesn't it?
The real world kind of kicked in a little bit.
It's not luck.
No.
It's at some point you've got to go out there and fucking do something about it.
Yep.
And I think that's the biggest thing that changed for both.
Yeah,
of us.
and that's the same with me. And I've always stuck to kind of what I said I was going to do. Apart from we both played football pretty competitively. That's honestly what I thought I was going to be. My whole life growing up, since I was 16, 17, scouted by Forest, didn't have a good experience there. That's all I ever knew. Like, all I ever knew. Tried to be good in school to get my grades and stuff like that, which I did. But that went down the drain, lost a bit of hope in it. And then I said my second route was always going to be property. So I went to uni, I did property for a year, had a job in property, and that's still my plan. Like, I'm doing this now to build my income up. I mean, I'm very close to the point where I can probably nearly get a property now and rent it out or do it up or do property development. And from me just working my 9 to 5, it wasn't going to get me there anytime soon. A couple of years, maybe 5 years, I'd probably just have enough to put it down. Now I'm nearly there. Yeah. Like, I could probably do it now. I wouldn't have too much to kind of refurb it.
You know, if you wanted to, you could, but it's like, you want to get to a point where,
decision at the moment.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like, that's what I mean. When you build wealth, when you build up money, the opportunities become a lot easier. 100%. That's why the rich stay rich and the rich get richer. That's why people say. Exactly. It's not because of the fucking tax scheme. It's not because of the Labour Party or the concept. No. It's because they're fucking smart and they know when you've got money, it's a lot easier to generate that.
To make money.
You know what I mean?
Obviously.
It's a lot easier.
100%.
It's a lot easier if you know what you're doing. Of course. Of course, if someone, a random guy here dropped a fucking £1 million tomorrow, they'd just blow it. Yeah. Or blow it.
Yeah, well, most definitely. We'll be gone in a year. Yeah. We're gone in a year or two. It'll be gone and they have nothing to show from it. But I think that happens with a lot of people.
Mate, I think a lot of people. You know, that's what I think about the lottery. Apart from like the Euro lottery, where people can win like tens of millions. Yeah, 50 if someone, like a normal guy, won like 2 million, yeah. Yep. That's not lasting you for a lifetime.
That should be life changing. Well,
it should be. If you've got anything,
if it's in the right hands, that's life changing.
Like you won't have to work. If you know what you're doing, you shouldn't have to work. You wouldn't have to work a normal 9 to 5.
No chance.
But most people, I genuinely think, if they won £2 million, 10 years,
buy a house abroad, get a nice car.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's.
But yeah, I think it's sick to be on the journey with you, bro. Because obviously,
it is.
It's about building your brotherhood and providing opportunities for your boys and not just your family and not just building wealth and being fucking greedy.
I'm massively appreciative. Like, I won't even say it wasn't a big step for me to take, but it was a step that I needed to take. A step that he was telling me, why am I not doing it? Yeah. I can tell he was pissed off a few times when I didn't go forward with it because he was only doing it for the benefit of me. It wasn't benefiting him. Mm-hmm. It took me a while. Probably took me a year and a half to make that decision. That's not because I don't like taking risks or anything like that, because it wasn't a risk to me. Like, it wasn't a risk at all. It was just, I was very comfortable.
Do you know what I said to him? I said, bro, you're like one of my best mates, yeah? Well, my best mate. Do you genuinely think I would let you do this and not succeed?
And that's what I said I said that to Temi the other day when we went to the cigar place. I said, one of the main reasons I went for that is because, like, you're telling me this is going to work, it's going to work. If it doesn't work and I put my all into it, I'm coming to you. I'm saying, well, what's going on? Yeah. And you're sorting it for me. Yeah. So if I've done all that I can, and I've done everything that he's telling me to do and it doesn't work out, he's giving me my money back.
I'm a dickhead.
Then I was like, there is literally no risk. Yeah. Like, to the point where these other guys the group that we have now, my best mates are in there. Like, I've got maybe 3-4 guys I could name that are very close mates, more loyal than any friends I've probably had in the past.
Facts.
More loyal than any friends in the past.
That's so true. It's so true. It's so true.
And that's because they've got a good mindset. It's because they've got their head screwed on.
And there's mutual respect.
There's respect, yeah. There's respect. They want to do the same thing. The other people are just jealous. They've got no ambition. They're out every weekend. And you know what? If you are genuinely enjoying, I say this, if you are working for your dad, if you're working in a job that you actually like, that's not bringing you much money, and you're happy in life, then cool. Yeah. Then cool. But a lot of people will lie about it. A lot of people will say they're happy and they're not. and I couldn't lie about that.
And my thing is, it's not even just that, because you could enjoy your job, you could be happy in your job, but ask yourself the question: do you see yourself working that job in 30 years? Because that's going to be the reality.
Not even 30. Yeah, I mean, even like 10 years. Like, it's okay at the moment when he's giving you money that he can go out with. He's giving you money you can go on holiday with. That's about it. Like, give it 10 years and you've got kids and you want to buy a house and you want to do this and you can't really do anything. It's a whole different story. So that's kind of what clicked for me. I could have progressed in my job 100%.
Yeah.
But not to the point where I'm going to progress with this. I could have progressed and I'd suck up my job for another 3 years, and in 3 years' time, I'd then be making what I'm making now in 4 months. Like, it's... Yeah, so it's a great decision.
Yeah.
It was a journey for me to get here. 4.5 months, pushing 5 months now. First 2-3 months were, I wouldn't even say rough in terms of money, but everything else was a blessing.
Yeah, man.
100%. And then it pays off. And I think a lot of people get to that stage and don't carry on.
Yeah.
They think, I ain't seen the money, I haven't made my return on investment. And get out of it. They paid the money. I can name you 50 people that I've got into that group who have done the same thing, because they just say they have the mindset. I mean, at least they took the step, but it's not as easy as that.
That's the easiest part.
It's not as easy as that.
That actually is the easiest part.
It is.
Once you've done, like, obviously, it's not easy, but that is the easiest part. Taking that first step.
100%, just sending some money over, and then just taking that little bit of a risk. That's the easiest by far.
That doesn't guarantee. That doesn't mean someone deserves results if they take a little step and pay a little bit of money, because it's not like you know what I mean. It's not like it's.
They're doing the 1% more than other people, but then they need to stick with that.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people don't stick with it.
Definitely, man. I think we should hit a gym sesh. Yeah,
I think we should.
Sweet. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of cardio recently, to be honest, because football season's starting again, and obviously I tore my meniscus. For anyone that doesn't know, I tore my meniscus about in fact, it was about 8 months ago now. 7 months ago. Yeah. Obviously, I've been out for a while. I've not played football all since this year, so I need to get back fit for the football season, because it starts again in a couple of months. So I really want to get fit again, like proper. Like when I'm football fit, I'm like differently, like sub 20-minute 5Ks and that, which is pretty decent. Keep going. 3. All right, cheers.
Hi, guy.
Nice one, mate. But it just kills you on this. Absolutely kills you. Yeah, like this morning's been wild. We had a big call with the business owner. Yeah. I just jumped off a B2B call with this guy. He's making 80k a month. Got crazy potential. He doesn't even have a setter, so all he wants is recruitment. Offered him a 3k recruitment fee. He needs to speak to his business partner, unfortunately, but it seems like a really good lead. I didn't want to push, these B2B calls are a bit different from BC calls, objection handling wise. Yeah. Yes, it's good to objection handle, but you can't push these guys too much. Like, he needs to speak to his business partner, fair enough, right? And like, that's the kind of objection I would give, and it's not bullshit, it's just I actually do. Yeah. So he said he's going to get back to me. If we get that sale, that's going to take us to pretty much to the 40k mark, which is going to be fucking great. And that would obviously be basically our record month, which is, well, I mean, we all hit our record month, but that'll be our target for this month, which would be great. So, 40k. Yeah, we just need to get there, man. We just need to get there. But what? It's I don't like when someone's jumped off a call with me. Yeah. And haven't closed. I don't class it as a close. It's like if I've not got money, it's not closed. So it's difficult. Like I'm not counting my chickens before they've hatched. But I know we could help this guy. Like genuinely, like, it would absolutely be stupid for him not to do it, because he's making 80k from implementing setters and triager. It would easily 2x his income. So yeah, man, we're here with Tajan, obviously. Fucking first time seeing each other in what? How long?
Like 13 years, man.
13 years, it's mad.
Yeah, man.
Man, we only met once, and we're half brothers. Like, you guys think we look alike? We've only met once in 13 years, but yeah, we got him here, trying to get him out of what you do, man. Tell the boys what you do.
So, my name's Tajan, 20 years old. I started getting into appointment setting recently, and I'm doing an apprenticeship as an offshore wind turbine technician. It's pretty dead, it's long work, it's tiring, and I'm not trying to live a life getting told what to do, pretty much. So, getting this to explore its freedom, man. Come on.
Fair enough, bro.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's like me and Temi, obviously. Yeah. We've been blessed enough to be brothers, like together, and like have like me and Temi growing up did not get along. Like, let me tell you that for a start. Like, we used to fight all the time, like proper fight. But like now, like we're just competitive against each other, and like we have the mindset we do because of each other. Yeah. Like you don't have, I guess you don't have like a brother in it.
I've got a half brother, but he's 10 years old, so it's.
Yeah, so it's not the same. So we need to show you kind of what our mindset's like, and then kind of give you the years that you haven't had, man.
Yeah, bro, fully.
Yeah,
Like, man.
Bro, are you ready for it, bro?
Bro, I'm ready for it, man. Let's do it, bro.
But this guy was saying, like, he didn't understand what we're like, but now, what would you, if you could describe us in one sentence,
Crazy.
what would you say?
Crazy.
Crazy.
Why would you say crazy?
Bro, what do you mean why would I say crazy? Bro, you haven't seen those guys spaz out. So now, you gotta see this guy go.
Nah, it just means like, shadow boxing, bro. Like, you have to. It's part
You
of
gotta see him start kicking it though, bro. Randomly, bro.
Random.
Yeah, what the fuck's wrong with you, bro?
Bro, I just like to be active. I don't like. I'm all about speed and just moving. Like, I don't like to just be still, like boring and that. You know what I mean?
Why you can just walk around? Why are you kicking those?
Bro, like, you gotta.
What, is it like kicking now?
Yeah, but shin conditioning. You know what I mean? Shin conditioning.
Whoa, that's not an excuse to kick a human out of nowhere, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah. But yeah, man, gonna be a good day.
Yeah. So yeah, bro. Now tell us more about yourself. So you mentioned before that you play football. What else?
Go to the gym a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I really like bowling and pool.
Really?
It's quite fun. Yeah, man, it's weird, isn't it?
Bro's got like white man jeans.
Bowling, bro.
That's insane.
I'd smoke you at bowling, bro. Honestly, I love it, man. Pool, bro, it's good fun, man.
Pool's a white man.
It's a white man's sport, bro. Hey, they had a pool table when I was at work, so it's all I used to do. So
I'm so bad at pool.
it's so fun, man.
I'm so.
But apart from that, I used to be a gamer a lot, but these men are telling me to cut it out, so that's sliding away now.
Yeah, bro.
Listen to music, stuff like that, but that's pretty much it. I like to go shopping, stuff like that.
Yeah, he's a younger brother, my guy.
Jeez.
Younger and that. I've never had a younger brother, so younger and that.
Got one now, bro.
Yeah.
Brad's been the younger bro.
No, but to be fair though, I've been the younger bro, but me and Temi kind of equal out because, right, Temi was always smaller than me, skinnier
Yeah,
than me.
like that compensates.
So I compensated by being bigger and stronger, so it kind of compensates. So like, he didn't low bro me. You know, you can get that.
Man said
He didn't low bro me. Let me just put that out there right now. He did not low bro me.
How do you like Temi, by the way?
Me,
Not since.
not since the last time I seen them two, so what, 13 years ago, man. It's been a long time.
David Goggins, bro. Like, fuck him. Bro. You know what I mean?
Gotta be abnormal.
Fucking guns, bro.
You gotta be abnormal to get results, man. So you know, I don't think anyone would call us normal, but I think that's why we're doing what we're doing. So, yeah.
100%.
So when I was working in River Island when I was 17 or 18, right? I was working in River Island and I was starting getting self-improvement. I started reading. So every time on my lunch break, every day on my lunch break, I'd go down, I'd put my food in the microwave, and I'd get my book out and I'd start reading for like an hour every day. And like, I remember the people there was like uni girls there, and there's like middle-aged girls, like 25, 26. And there was all used to be like, Yomi, you're such a weirdo. Like, why are you sitting there when you break? Our break at work reading. And it was like, because that's not the normal, right, basically. And one task me and Temi did, must have been 4 years ago now, maybe longer. We both sat down in the kitchen and we said, we was reading a book and it said, the task was, write down your goals, your ideal life goals. So what would you need to emulate your perfect life? So my thing was, obviously now, looking back at it, the numbers were a bit off, but it was still a good task. So it was like, nice house / apartment, maybe like 1,500 a month. Nice car, like at the time I just said like a Tesla. Nothing. I'm not that luxury. I don't want anything crazy back then. Tesla maybe 500 a month, right? Retire mum. Okay, how much was mum getting paid? Me and Temi half it. That a month, right? To be able to retire mum, and then like other luxury shit. And it ended up being, I remember the exact number was £167 a day. I need to be able to make every single day, 365 days in a year, to emulate my dream life. Obviously, we make no more than that now, but it's like that to me. When I heard that, I was like, £165 a day, that's fucking doable. That's not bad. And I remember telling people at work, because I was doing this task at work, and people at work were like, get you £165 a day, you'll be lucky. Like, I remember everyone was saying that at work at River Island. But now, like fast forward, like we're making more than that. It's like now the goal has just changed. But people at work was doubting us, and it's like that to me. I was like, I knew £165 a day didn't sound mad, even though I wasn't doing anything at the time. I wasn't like making any money. I was just working at River Island. But like I knew that's what I needed to do. So reverse engineering everything makes everything a lot more easy because you can see the goal. Yeah. Obviously now the goalpost has moved a little bit, but still it gave me a good rough estimate. And then once I started changing my mindset, that's exactly how everything started changing. So like I was saying, there's 3 pillars to like why people don't have success. They don't have the skills, they don't have the knowledge, or they don't have the mindset. The biggest thing, like the skills and the knowledge can come because in any industry you can make loads of money. Like you actually can. Like if you want to do what you're doing, and like you went to the top, you started promoting, getting promotions, you could make probably 100 grand a year. Easy, 150.
Yeah, definitely, but it's not enough. Man.
But yeah, it's not enough, right?
It's not enough.
But that would be able to retire you more, like realistically. It probably would. It would. Like if you lived like below your means, you'd be able to retire.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the mindset is the biggest thing that can help you get successful from the other two things. Because when I started changing my mindset, that's when everything started like moving. Like Temi changed his mindset first. Like told me story. I was like, bro, why the fuck are you reading? Like I used to hate reading in school. Like I don't know if you were, but in school like, I was bare smart. Like I'm hella smart.
Yeah, I was quite smart. Right?
Temi's like decent, but like I was like hella fucking academically smart. And I was lazy with it though. Like I was like in it, Nico. Like in school, I was lazily smart. I was just good at everything, and it taught me the wrong things into like you don't need to work that hard, that kind of thing. And when I was reading, I used to hate reading like Macbeth and all the fucking all these shit books. Like, oh, that was all I read, and David Walliams' book. So my connotations of reading was shit. Like reading is shit. But when Temi started reading, so obviously I was like, bro, why the fuck are you reading? That is just sneaky. Like that was me, because I was kind of a cool kid at school. I was quite a cool kid. Like I used to play football, get the girls, whatever, right? So then when Temi told me to read, I was like, get fucked. But I actually, then like maybe like a month later, I started reading. The first book I read was How to Win Friends and Influence People. It was a decent book. I read it and I was like, you know what, this is actually good. Like I'm building knowledge, and my mindset literally started changing, because then every single day for the last like 4 years, 5 years, 6 years even, read 15 pages every single day. I mean, sometimes I've missed it. I won't lie, I'm not perfect. It's like been on holiday sometimes, or you know, sometimes where I've completely forgot when I've been so busy. But you know, rule of thumb, especially when I started, every single day without fail, whatever I'm doing, I'm getting 15 pages in. That started building up my discipline, number one, and number two, it started changing my mindset. Like how Temi was speaking in a video the other day, he said that when he was like reading on this bench, he was just filling his mind with knowledge from all the most successful people in the world. Similar for me, it was just about changing my mindset and fixing that mindset of, I was a big gamer. Temi was as well. I used to play FIFA, I used to play Fortnite, I used to play GTA, Call of Duty, everything. I was a big gamer, mashed up dopamine. I used to spend bare time on TikTok, all of that. But when I started changing my mindset, I understood, like, okay, you probably know going on, spending time on TikTok, spending time on video games is not going to get you, it's not what you should be doing. You know that. Yeah. So when I started understanding that more, the next things fall into place, which you'll be surprised. So I think the biggest thing to change for you, number one, obviously I don't know you that well yet. Once you dial in your mindset and you have the mindset of me and Temi, it'll be hard not to be successful. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like genuinely. And that might sound easy saying that from where we are now, but bro, think about it. I've only been doing this 3 years. 3 years. Like 3 years is a very small amount of time. But in the space of when we actually saw results, like within the first 3 months, we was making like 5k a month. Like it's mad. And that was just simply because a year before that, our mindset was changing. Temi's like 2 years before that, his mindset was changing. Mine was a year before that, mindset was changing. So by the time we was making 5k a month, we'd already been on self-improvement for a steady bit of time. Do you know what I mean? Not saying that you need to go for a year studying, but if you can change your mindset and make money at the same time, boom. Perfect. So that's like the biggest thing. Like my goal to help you with, and Temi's goal, is to just like absolutely. I assume your mindset was like mine before I was like doing well. Like, I feel like everything's normal,
stuff like that.
Just normal, isn't it? Just normal, like. You know what I mean? Just chatting to your boys about bullshit. Yeah. You know, what girl here, whatever. What club should we go to? Or fucking who's hopping on? Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. But it's normal. Like I'm not like trying to throw shade on you, being like, bro, that's fucked. Because bro, everyone's like that to start with. But once you change, that's when you start seeing results. Like, genuinely. Yeah, man. 1k piff. Whoo! 1k piff.
Fair enough. First.
Can go. In fact, let's see what the dashboard's saying actually.
Okay. What is it saying?
Refreshing the dashboard. 34,911 for the month. See that 54% increase from this point last month. 54% increase from this point last month. So we have, how many days of the month left do we have? 4 days. 4 days to make $5,000. Crazy things have fucking happened. Crazy things have happened. We're gonna fucking do it. We're gonna do it.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. There's no way we don't do it. There's no way we don't do it. There's no way we don't do it.
Yes, sir.
There's no way. There's literally no way we're doing
Yes,
it. There's no way.
Yes, sir.
Minute and a half on that. So that's wrapping up the time with my brother, man.
Yo, man, it's been a pleasure seeing you again.
Yeah, bro.
Definitely
Big things coming up, man. Big things
man,
pending. That was
100%.
clean. Big things pending. We're gonna absolutely scale the fuck out of this. Get you out of that job because this guy's in the trenches right now. But yeah, man, it's it's exciting times coming up. Like genuinely, I'm so excited for the next couple of months. It's gonna be crazy. You guys are gonna be here with a journey. All right, guys. Appreciate you watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see, what kind of videos, day in the life or whatever. And yeah, keep smashing it, boys.